Okay, we need to find the perimeter of that shape. Please take notes. There are three sides here that are given and they're equal to each other. The way these are marked will indicate that. And we are told this is 22 meters. Please take note of the units as well. So this is 22 meters, which means this is also 22 meters, and that is also 22 meters. But the perimeter that we are looking for is the distance right round the shape. So we're looking for this 22 here, and this 22 there, and that 22 there, plus this curved distance here. That is actually the perimeter of a semicircle. So please take note. To work out perimeter, we just add all the sides. We add the distance right round the shape. So we need to add the 22 to the 22 to the 22, but we need to add this one as well. So, and I think this is the only one that we need to work out. Right, so that is a semicircle. I want us to start with working out the perimeter of the semicircle. Right, I'll draw it like that. So that is the semicircle. Right, do you remember the formula for perimeter of a circle? We know we call it circumference. Yes. So the perimeter or the circumference of a circle is pi multiplied by the diameter, right? You can use pi times d. So please take note of the formula. Circumference of a circle is 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r. But 2 radiuses will give us a diameter. So if you want, this can be written as pi multiplied by the diameter. You'll get exactly the same answer. But if it's a semicircle, what do we do to the circumference now? Yes, Ella? We need to divide it by 2. So in order to find the perimeter of this semicircle, we need to work out the circumference of the circle and then divide that by 2. So perimeter of the semicircle should be equal to, I'll use 2 pi r, 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by the radius, but we should divide that by 2 because it's half a circle. And you see that the 2's will cancel out. And so we just remain with pi. There is pi in your calculator, so we don't need to worry about the value of pi. All we need to work out right now is the radius. So tell me, if it is 22 meters from here to there, then the radius should be half of that distance. What is half of 22? 11. That is 11. All right. So we end up with pi multiplied by 11. Now you can use your calculator to work out pi times 11. Pi, you need to shift, and then there should be pi somewhere there. And that is multiplied by 11. Let's give our answer correct to 2 decimal places. So I'll press ST. So we get 34, so that will be 34,56. Okay. So 34,56. This is perimeter. So what are the units? Meters. Okay. Right, remember that is just the perimeter of the semicircle. So now we can work out the total perimeter. Therefore, perimeter of the shape, the whole shape now, we should add the 22s. How many 22s are there? 3. So can we just write 22 times 3? If you want, you can say 22 plus 22 plus 22, but it's 22 times 3. And we are going to add the 34,56 meters that we got there. All right, if you do that, 22 times 3 should be 66, right? All right, so the final answer to 2 decimal places should be 100,56 meters. So that is the perimeter of that shape there. This time, I want us to look for area of this shape. This is the shape we are talking about. Now, first of all, there is this bigger semicircle here. I hope you can see that. Then there are those two smaller semicircles. But we are looking for the area of the shaded part. Can somebody give me a strategy for finding area of the shaded part?
Would you not say you find the area of the biggest semicircle?
Yes, area of the bigger one.
And then you'd find the area of the two smaller ones and minus that from the bigger area.
Okay, so it has to be area of the bigger semicircle. Subtract the area of the two smaller semicircles, right? Okay. Okay, so that is the strategy. We need to work out the area of the bigger semicircle, then work out the areas of the two smaller semicircles. Okay, this is semi, because these are half circles. And that will be our answer. If you want, guys, do you see that we can take these two semicircles and put them together to form a complete circle? All right. Otherwise, the method is just the same. So let's find area of the bigger semicircle. Right, what is the formula for finding area of a circle, first of all? Pi multiplied by radius squared, right? So if it's a semicircle, we need to half that, right? Right, so the bigger area or the bigger semicircle has an area of pi multiplied by the radius squared. What is the radius of the bigger semicircle there? Remember, the diameter from there to there is 36 centimeters. So what is the radius? That is half of 36, which is 18. So this is area, so we need to multiply 18 by 18 because it's r squared. But because it's a semicircle, we divide by 2. Okay, then we can use our calculator there. Just use your calculator. Pi is shift that one there, multiplied by 18, multiplied by another 18, and that answer should be divided by 2. And we want our answer correct to 2 decimals, so 508,94. What are the units? It's area now. So it's now square centimeters, right? Okay, so that is the area of the bigger semicircle. Now let's work out area of the smaller semicircles. Right, the smaller ones. The formula is the same. It's pi times radius squared, but what is the radius of each one of those now? It's now 9 because we know the diameter of each one of them should be 18. So that's 9 now. So 9 should be multiplied by 9. Okay, so that is 9 times 9. But it's a semicircle, so we divide by 2. But how many circles are there? There are 2 semicircles, sorry. So there are 2 semicircles, so can we multiply this by 2 now? Because the two, these two have the same area. So work out the area of one, then multiply by 2 because there are 2 of them. So you'll notice these will cancel out. You can do this in many other different ways. Then using your calculator, I think that is 254,47, right? Yes. Square centimeters. Right, then what do we do with the 2 answers? Yes, Ella. Okay, correct. So we now take the area of the smaller semicircles and subtract that from the area of the bigger one. So the bigger one is 508,94. We need to subtract the 254,47. So it's 254,47. You are given a square, that is a square out there. This should be a circle. with a center somewhere there. The sides of the square are each 20 centimeters, and we are looking for the area of the shaded part. So to work out the area of the shaded part, we need to work out the area of the square, that is the outer area there. Then work out the area of the circle there, which is that inner thing there. Then we can subtract the two together to get the shaded part. So the required area or the shaded area is equal to area of the square. How do we find area of the square? So multiply length by length or side by side. So it should be 20 multiplied by 20. We'll come back to the units later on. So that is the area of the square. We can work it out later on. Let's move on to the circle now. Area of a circle, we said, is pi r squared, right? So it's pi multiplied by the radius. Now, what is the radius? Because the diameter of that thing is equal to 20, right? So the radius should be 10. So 10 should be squared. Remember the formula. It's pi r squared. That should be 400, right? Are you getting 314, comma 16? Right. Right, so we are told here that the area of a triangle is 48 square meters. And we are given that the base of that triangle is 16 meters, and we need to work out the height. If you want to draw a picture of that, this is what they're talking about. The base of the triangle is 16 meters, and the area, right, so area is equal to 48 square meters, and we are looking for the height. So the height is not given, and we need to find the height. So the question is, how do we make use of the formula for working out area to determine some other things that are missing? Because we know that the area will be given by the formula A equals half multiplied by the base multiplied by the perpendicular height, right? That is formula for area of a triangle.
Yes, sir.
But now you are given the area. What is the area equal to? 48. So we just can substitute there. So the area is 48. Half will stay half. Do we know the base? What is the base? The base is 16. And the perpendicular height is what we are looking for, right? So you see, you end up solving a simple equation like that. Now this one in particular, you can just simplify. Half of 16 is 8. So that is 8h. Then divide by 8 both sides. All right, so then you answer the question. They asked you to find the height. Therefore, the height is equal to 6 meters.